And we could have some flooding because of it. So I'll show you all of it. We'll start with the rainy spot in Portland, Maine, where we've got rain all day long today. Well, I won't say all day long. Most of the day. Even by 3 o'clock, we'll probably have some showers around, but then finally exiting at this point. Temperatures hanging out in the upper 30s, kind of a raw day. You don't have a lot of spring-like feel to the air out here today, except for the fact that it's raining and not snowing. It's been raining for a lot of us here. It's been adding up here. A number of spots coming in with their wettest March on record so far. You look at places like New York City, LaGuardia Airport, JFK, Bridgeport, Connecticut, more than 10 inches of rain. In New York City at Central Park, we saw more than 9 inches. Portland, we've seen more than 10 inches of rain, and we're going to add to more of that for today. Rainfall out there in Boston as well. And you look at this radar. I mean, there's some wet snowflakes falling out there. Western burbs, maybe, just go out towards the hills a little bit more. You'll get into, not accumulating snow, but snowflakes nonetheless here on this last wrap up here as we wrap up the week this Friday. We've got rain and snow up into parts of Maine as well. Temperatures are on the chilly side. It's a raw situation out there. Winds are gusty, making it feel even colder. Boston right now, gusts are running about 25, close to 30 miles per hour. So with temperatures hovering about 40 degrees, it's going to make it feel like it's in the low 30s. The rainfall is a concern, not just because it's been heavy, and it's been heavy all month, because it is falling on ground that is frozen and is snow covered. And that's why there's a flood watch up here in eastern Maine. So we've got snow with rain falling on top of it here, and the concern is that we'll get some flooding coming out of that. Rainfall through the afternoon hours. So you see this rain, this is through about lunchtime, finally leaving Boston about 2 or 3 o'clock, finally leaving Portland just after that, hanging on into northeastern New England until tonight, and then finally with this thing moves on out. But wow, does it take even into early tomorrow morning to do that? Reynolds.
Thank you, Jen.
Across the west, we've got rain coming in. It's incoming. It's actually already happening. And I mentioned this kind of double barrel situation. It's a tiny low up there just off the Washington coast, but it's this bigger one that is the main weather maker. This is off the California coast. This is going to be spreading in as we get into the weekend. So you've had a little precip out there over the last couple of days. Got a little break for now, but we're about to get into some bigger amounts of rain and snow and some wind too with the system coming on in. A couple of showers out there along the coast of western Washington, Oregon, though dry at the moment in Seattle and Portland. We've got showers today in San Francisco, in San Jose, Sacramento. Some showers will be making their way in and then spreading down the coast as we get into the holiday weekend. Rain in Los Angeles, heavy snow for the Sierra. Never thought you'd be skiing on Easter, although with Easter a little early this year, certainly you got that chance. But yeah, there's going to be a lot of fresh powder out there for skiers, and for folks who are traveling, this could be a concern. We'll be looking at anywhere from 8 to 18 inches of snow for places like Truckee in California. We've got rainfall, maybe 1 to 3 or even 3 to 5 inches of rain in Southern California. And because of the heavy rain concern, there is a flood watch already up. It starts tonight. It goes through Sunday all the way down to San Diego. Rainfall today, tomorrow into Sunday, and then again Sunday into Monday, driving some flash flood concerns here. This issued by the Weather Prediction Center. So heads up about this heavy rain, Reynolds, just as we get into the holiday weekend.
Okay, Jen.
Such good advice. When you think about it, most of the time when people get into trouble, it's because they aren't relaxed here and they start to get frantic. And so relaxing, floating, doing what you can there to stay safe. We have had 6 fatalities, 6 deaths this year, 5 in Puerto Rico, 1 in Florida. And let's hope we don't add to that list here. We're getting into a busy time, especially with spring break. A lot of the college spring breaks have happened, but now we're getting into the high school spring breaks and kids going to the beach. And rip current risk is out there. We've got a high risk today along the Florida Panhandle beaches. We also have a high risk across the west coast of Florida. We're also looking at a few spots down here in southeast Florida, like around Miami Beach, and that's where the water temperatures actually are